Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
And good morning, everybody, and welcome to Day 5 of the Minnesota State Fair and a special split edition of The Jason Show. I'm Jace, here at our beautiful Fox Pavilion. That's right. And joining me back at the studio is the beautiful and talented Kendall Mark. Hi, Kendall.
Hi, Jason. I noticed you were no longer behind the tent. You are out with the masses now.
That's right, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this. Anyway, yeah, we're out from behind. We're getting emails over the weekend. People, they're calling it the Jason cage. They're enjoying the cage, but we came out from the cage to talk with people safely. And I refer to her all the time, and I thought it would be a great way to start the episode. You know, I have a couple besties, and she's, you know, a grade A bestie. Lisa LaCourcier, there she is in the wild right there, holding a corn dog. There she is. That's Lisa out in the wild.
Hi, Lisa.
That's right, in her natural habitat, eating a corn dog. That's right. What a great way to start the show. But no, it is Day 5. We have a lot of fun. Christopher Straub is back behind the cage. He's inside the cage. Christopher, you doing okay? Okay, Christopher's back behind the cage. He's going to be giving you a tour. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of my friends. Christopher has a shop, not a permanent shop, but, well, yeah, kind of, in the Grandstand. So we're going to get a preview of everything that he sells in there. Plus, look at the crowd. A safe 15 feet away. Look at them. They look clean. We made all of them wash their hands before they approached. It's all good. Well, except maybe that guy right there. I don't know. I mean, maybe that guy. Yeah. Anyway, Kendall, it's a beautiful day out here. Yesterday was nice. I think today's going to be another one of those days. So if you get a chance, you feel like it, come on out. And we're going to play some games a little bit later. And before we go back in, I got to tell you, I've noticed something. Now, this is the beautiful promotional banner that will await you at our Fox 9 cage.
Yes.
And you notice everyone looks really happy. Now, Chip, let's start down here, actually. Let's go down here. We have Keith looks happy. Kelly O'Connell looks happy. Dawn Stevens. Tom, look at Butler. He looks like it's Taco Tuesday every day. We have Alex Kendall holding her corn, her legendary corn. We have Kelsey. I'm not quite sure who this is. Ian, look at Ian. And then they picked me, looking as irritated as I possibly could. There's 57 photos they could have chosen. Oh, wait, I'm hearing that's just my natural face.
Yes.
They had no other option. Yeah, thank you, Kendall, for agreeing.
Yes.
So anyway, we're going to have a lot of fun on here, but right now I'm going to send it back to you to kick off the hot dish.
As my old babysitter would say, you get what you get and you don't make a fit. That's what you do. Sorry, Jason. All right, it's time for the hot dish. Like he said, roll it. Let's go. All right. Thank you, Leo. I will get a spoon eventually. I promise, everyone. Starting off with some sad news today. You've probably heard about this. Hollywood legend Ed Asner has died. He did it all, playing every character under the sun, including Lou Grant from The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
You know what? You got spunk.
Well,
I hate spunk.
Oh, Ed Asner was 91 years old. Now, over the summer, he tweeted after his co-star and partner in crime, Gavin MacLeod, died and said, "I will see you in a bit." The only person left from the Mary Tyler Moore Show is Betty White, our beloved Betty White. Jason, I noticed while we were talking, you did move, you relocated. Was that intentional or?
I'm gonna be moving all around.
Okay.
It's like a shark. If you stop, you die. So
Yeah.
you just keep moving. You just keep moving.
Keep swimming.
No, you know, Ed Asner, it's one of those things where I think this one hits a little harder because of us being here in Minneapolis and our connection to the Mary Tyler Moore Show and WJM. And I sent that tweet that Ed tweeted in May to Ted and Jeff because it hit me like a bread truck. I didn't even think about, Kendall, that Betty is the only one left. And that's even weird to say from the cast of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. We lost Mare, we lost Rhoda, we lost Cloris Leachman, Georgette. Ted Knight was the first one to pass away back in, I believe, the 80s. And then Gavin MacLeod, and Valerie Harper, and now we lost Ed. And it just hits, you know, because the Mary Tyler Moore Show was such a part of pop culture, and it's obviously part of the culture here in Minnesota. And, you know, thinking of Ed individually, my goodness, he's right up there with some of the best TV people ever, best TV characters. Lou Grant, come on. I mean, that's a legendary character. And if you think about the character of Lou Grant, it's also fascinating because he is the first character, Lou Grant, to start in a comedy, and then that character was spun off into a dramatic show, which was called Lou Grant on CBS. It was an Emmy Award-winning show. I did some research. I can't find another character in TV history that made that jump. So right there, and of course, younger folks know him from Up, Disney Pixar's Up. Countless guest stars. I mean, the man worked until the very end. I had a chance to interview him. Kendall, I was just thinking about this. I'll keep this brief. I had a chance to interview him and B. Arthur, two icons, Maude and Lou Grant. B was doing a show at the Guthrie. Ed was here for another reason, and he was so gracious. He humored me. He suffered this fool when I peppered him with thousands of Mary Tyler Moore questions. And what I walked away with was he had such an appreciation for what Lou Grant meant to the fans and what Lou Grant meant to him, meaning he appreciated that character really propelled his career. So we're going to miss him. We're going to miss him.
Yeah, as Jason said, I know I looked on IMDb and he had over 400 titles to his name. So pretty incredible career, very legendary life too. Next on the dish, Sarah Paulson is expressing regret over her decision to wear a fat suit in the upcoming FX series Impeachment. Take a look. This is her. She will play Linda Tripp, the woman who blew the whistle on the Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky affair. Now, Sarah gained 30 pounds for the role and also wore a 4.5 pounds of padding suit with her, already having gained some weight for it. Critics say it marked another example of Hollywood ignoring plus-size performers. Sarah says she regrets not thinking the decision to wear a fat suit all the way through. But knowing what she knows now, she probably would have made a very different decision. We talk about this a lot, Jason. We talk about representation. I also know you have feelings about when straight people play gay people in TV. What do you think about this one with her having said, I think if I had known what I know now and had really thought about it, I probably wouldn't have done it?
I'm going to be real blunt. I wish you wouldn't have apologized, wouldn't have had any type of apology. Because here's the deal. I think it's the sensitive society in their basement for their weekly meeting being outraged about something. Because here's the point. Sarah Paulson's an actress. She put on padding to help create a character. That's been done since theater was created. It's not offensive. Because you can take now where padding is offensive. Now looking back, you can look at the Fat Monica character at Friends, which that was used just to elicit laughs. This wasn't. This was done by the actress to help create an illusion. So right there. And then if you want to talk about representation, of course I would like to see more plus-size actresses get more opportunities. But Ryan Murphy, the creator and producer, picked Sarah Paulson. That's who he thought was best for the role, no matter her size. I think that's okay. I don't think it's something to be outraged about. Because if you want to look at Ryan Murphy and go, well, he should, pick different. His track record speaks for himself. He has used women that Hollywood has put into the dustbin, women of all ages. Jessica Lange, among many, that he has pulled their careers out of the gutter, not the gutter, that's not appropriate, but pulled them out of like a parked position and helped so many people. So I think this is outrage over outrage. And I wish Sarah wouldn't have apologized because she should do the role and stand tall in that. I don't like this. I think this is going a little too far.
All right, and next in the dish, now sincerely, all of our thoughts and prayers are going out to the folks in Louisiana. They're dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Ida. We know, of course, that's where Jason's mom was in that track just a year ago. So we really, truly send all of our love out to all of you. Now, Al Roker went viral yesterday with his live shot with Meet the Press. Critics said NBC shouldn't have put him in a hurricane, and he's just too old for that. So Al responded.
But the water is slapping around, and at a certain point it's going to come where the big water hits you. How long?
Yeah, you know, look. It's one of these things, and folks on Twitter have been, well, first of all, why is NBC putting him out there? I volunteered to come out here. This is what I do. I've done this for 40 years. Our crews, and we all make sure we're safe. We're not going to do something that's going to put ourselves at harm's way.
Right.
As much as I love the weather and I love NBC, I'm not going to risk my life for it. Secondly, a number of people, well, he's too old to be doing this. Well, hey, guess what? Screw you, okay? Try to keep up. Keep up, okay?
Oh, Al, always with a sense of humor. Al, by the way, if you did not know, which most of you probably didn't, is 67 years old. There's been a lot of takes on putting reporters and weather people in paths of different storms. The Twitter sphere went up over this winter when a young woman that we happen to know, my sister's friend, was out there and she's getting kind of whipped around. What do you think, Jason? There's probably a big difference between Al Roker doing that in the position he's in and a young reporter being put in a situation like that.
Yeah, look, I think it's a little antiquated nowadays in 2021, the old TV news thing of I am reporting live from this parking ramp where there's nothing going on. They're just sending the reporter out to the parking ramp for an event that happened 4 hours ago just so we can put up the graphic that says live. Now, look, so you can make an argument about that. Al being out there, he's part of the story, or not part of the story. He wants to be in the middle of the story to give us, the viewer, a real-time account of what it's like. And, you know, before we want to go to break, I want to echo what you said. Obviously, if you watch the show with any regularity, you know that almost a year ago, my mom was rescued from another hurricane in Louisiana. So, and I saw the devastation firsthand, and those images will be with me for the rest of my life. These are hollow words. I even hate saying them because it's so cliche now, but really, all morning long, I'm thinking of the folks of South Louisiana. Louisiana as a state, they've been through so much. So they're going to end. I said this last year and I'll say it now. We need to keep them in our thoughts well after the news makes headlines. That's the thing. Keep them and don't say to people, well, why are they still living there? I wish they would move. Don't say that. A lot of these people don't have a choice. They're living there because they want. They're good people, and they need our attention long after the storm passes. Back to you.
Amen. All right, still ahead, we've got a lot more hot dish. First up, checking in with TMZ about the latest in Hollywood. Plus, Sandra Oh has a new show out, and it's groundbreaking role for her. Sincerely, there she is. We'll show you what she said about the new show on Netflix called The Chair. And then Jason talked to him a little earlier through the screen. Christopher Straub will join us at the fair. He's talking about some of his favorite artsy things, as well as what it's like to have his very own booth. We will be right back.
Climax, Amber!
You can do it! You are the chosen one.
I am the chosen one.
Amber, you are not the chosen one. Yesterday, you threw your back out trying to tie your shoe.
Stay out of this, Tarek.
Maybe he's right. Maybe you shouldn't climb us.
Yeah, if you're too scared.
Hey, I'm not too scared.
Amber, this is a trick, and you're falling for it. You can't fall for Amber. Amber! How'd that go?
Amber Ruffin taking on the milk crate challenge, and kind of, sort of. By the way, the Amber Ruffin Show is on Peacock. Jason, did you hear that TikTok actually is now banning that challenge because so many people have gotten hurt trying to do it?
Can I just ask you a question?
Yes.
Where are people in 2021 getting milk crates? I mean, seriously, where are they getting milk crates? It's not like Joe the milkman is coming to people's doors. I mean, there's not like a milk crate store. I mean, there is a container store, but do they sell milk crates? And if they do, how are they getting so many? Who can afford that? By the way, there's a princess over here. There's a couple people wearing crowns. Oh,
you should say
let me
hi.
go talk to these ladies right here. Hi.
Hi.
Who are you?
My name is Julia. I'm the 2021 Rice Street Royalty Queen.
Well, and you?
Katie Jo Johnson, Rice Street Royalty Princess 2021.
And finally?
I'm Emily, and I'm the Rice Street Royalty Princess 2021.
Well, I just have to say, congratulations. I love the crowns. They were just standing here. I mean, I got to talk to people wearing a crown, for heaven's sake. It's Rice Street Royalty right here, Kendall. Seriously, where else? Now, look, I get it. I get it, Kendall. Your sister is Miss Minnesota. I get it. But these ladies are lovely.
They are.
I mean, no competition, Kendall. They are, yeah.
They
Which,
are
by
lovely.
the way, before we go to TMZ, has your sister given interviews to any other show?
It's a good question, Jason. I think we're pretty exclusive.
Okay, just want to make sure. I just want to make sure she knows where her bread is buttered.
Right.
Yeah, anyway, back to you for TMZ. We'll be back out here in a second.
All right, sounds good. Hey, like you said, Mondays we get a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. You know what time it is. It's time to talk to Brad from TMZ. Hi, Brad.
Good morning, Kendall. How are you? Jason on a field trip over there or what?
He's at the Minnesota State Fair, Brad, and I don't know if you have any plans to ever come to the Minnesota State Fair, but it should probably be on your bucket list because it's the biggest fair in the country. I'm just saying.
Hey, I mean, he just made it look like a lot of fun there, too. Lots going on.
Mm-hmm. Lots of good food, too, and drinks. I'm just saying. Okay, but we've got dish to talk about. Kanye's new album, Donda, was finally released, and there's a little bit of drama up until the release.
It's really incredible. This album, after several weeks of being delayed, finally has been released. There was some drama, of course, some artists who said, look, I got left out of this project, including Chris Brown and Soulja Boy, but the fans certainly listened because this thing is #1 in 130 countries on iTunes charts and is also the second highest debut for Spotify in a single day of streaming for an album. Second behind Drake, who, of course, Kanye has a big rivalry with, and Drake has an album coming out on Friday.
Okay, did I see that he lit himself on fire when he was singing for this before he led up to the release?
Yeah, so he had a big event in Chicago Thursday night where he didn't necessarily perform, so to speak, the album live, but he did play the album and kind of was in front of the fans. I was told the person on fire was a stunt double, but people certainly thought it was Kanye.
Crazy. All right. Hey,
It was wild.
The video is crazy. Anyway, Kevin Spacey is back on a movie set in America. He was in Italy for a movie, but now he's in America. What's he doing?
Yeah, and this is the first time we've seen Kevin Spacey on a movie set since I think it was 2017 or 2018 when those allegations were made against him, several sexual assault allegations. So it's a smaller project that he's doing up there. You see, we had video of him walking on set. At one point, he smokes a cigarette. He's talking with other cast and crew members. So it'll be interesting to see once this project that we don't know a whole lot about is released to kind of see how it's not only received, but to see how it performs as well.
All right. All right, this one is, I guess, a little controversial, but maybe just to some people watching the show. Is Justin Bieber the Prince of Pop? I mean, according to Spotify, maybe?
If you believe that streaming numbers make you #1, then Justin Bieber certainly is because he became the most listened to monthly artist on Spotify with over 83 million listeners, which is really an insane number considering that's only for 1 month. Now, of course, Justin is featured on a very popular song right now with the Kid Laroi called Stay. Which is a really great song, so he's getting even more plays through that. But really an incredible feat for Justin when you consider how long he's been at the top of his game. You got to at least think that he's getting into the Prince of Pop territory.
Oh, absolutely. Just bangers after bangers after bangers.
Absolutely.
That's good.
That's it. That's Justin.
Brad, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Kendall.
You can check out all those stories on TMZ.com or, of course, check your local listings. Now, next in the dish, Sandra Oh stars in the new Netflix series The Chair and plays a professor at a prestigious university. And for the first time in her career, takes on a role that addresses her ethnicity.
One of the things that I feel like I have learned in my career that is a little bit ahead of Professor Kim is that change is slow when you are an individual facing an institution.
Dr. Kim's name, you say that was really important, that her name was authentically Korean.
I can trace, I feel like, how Hollywood has progressed. When I was on Grey's Anatomy for 10 years, the show never addressed people's ethnicity. You're my person. With the show Killing Eve, I was able to bring a certain aspect of Eve's cultural heritage. But in The Chair, when I saw that Dr. Kim's name is Jun Kim, now I can play a character who specifically has a Korean name, and all the characters are going to call her that name correctly.
The Chair is available on Netflix. This was a great interview with Willie Geist with Sandra Oh. I mean, I know you love her, Jason, and you are a huge advocate. We just talked about this in the last segment of having representation.
Yep. Yeah, I love her. I loved her in Killing Eve. I loved her in Grey's. I love her in my favorite, one of my guilty pleasure rom-coms, Under the Tuscan Sun. She's great. I have to say though, I haven't had a moment to watch the show. I think our executive producer watched the first episode, The Chair. It's on my list. Now, before I send it back to you, can I tell you, we just had a really funny moment. So
Yes.
I pointed out the publicity photos here. So we're walking back up to the Fox 9 area to prepare for this, we call them hits here. And we see some children and a woman posing next to Fox 9's Amy Hockert. Guess who it was?
Who?
Fox 9's Amy Hockert. So it's Amy Hockert posing in front of Amy Hockert. And I walked up and it was hysterical. I said, nothing like posing in front of your own publicity photo. Believe me, we've all done it. We've all done it. Ian does it on a regular basis, for heaven's sake. I'm surprised he's not here now. Anyway, back to you for more Hot Dish.
I mean, I would do it too. I absolutely would take a photo in front of my photo. Duh. All right, everybody. Next in the dish, an old Oprah interview has resurfaced in which she's talking to Dolly Parton about plastic surgery and mental health. Some people think Oprah is too eager to ask personal questions. See for yourself.
When, you hit your 40s, I heard you went into a huge depression. Did you?
Well, that wasn't because I was 40. That just because I was fat and 40. I really had a lot of problems during that time with a lot of female problems and just hormones, and so it just was a depression thing I went through just from changing around. But I'm okay now. It was one of the best things that ever happened to me because it made me take inventory. I'd never slowed up. I've been working since I was 10 years old. And
because you were po too. You understand what
I was po and poor.
That interview, by the way, was from 2003. You had suggested that Dolly Parton's America podcast. I listened to it. There's an entire episode about Dolly sort of being able to navigate these kind of interviews. What do you think, Jason? Are people being too sensitive, or was this sort of an inappropriate line of questioning from Oprah?
Yes.
To which?
Yes. End of story. Again, it's the oversensitive society in their basement having their weekly meeting. This is ridiculous. First, I could spend a half hour on why this drives me up a wall. Number one, Dolly and Oprah are legit friends. Number two, that is Oprah's interview style. She's peppering questions. It's not being overly sensitive. And Oprah bringing up trouble in her 40s, because this one woman on Twitter was like, oh, she's being flippant about Dolly's mental health. No, she's not. She's interviewing Dolly Parton, and in a talk show, you're going to be asked about your life. I'm sorry. And obviously, Oprah really never pushed the boundaries. Look, if we're talking Jerry Springer or Sally Jesse Raphael, sure. But spare me this faux outrage and pearl clutching over Oprah being insensitive to Dolly. And then the plastic surgery, again, put down the pearls, Pearl. Put down the pearls. Dolly herself, Her whole thing, she famously said it on The Tonight Show. She gets that it's a joke. She gets ahead of the joke. She herself mentions her plastic surgery. So it's outrageous. You know what it is? It's people on Twitter that don't take the time to actually research the person that they're allegedly defending, because if they did, they would realize how ridiculous this is. Having said that, we're going to take a break. When we come back, more fun from the fair. Behind this fence is the one and only Christopher Straub. He's in the cage. That and more when Day 5 at the Minnesota State Fair continues right after this.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to a special split edition of the Jason Show, live from Day 5 of the Minnesota State Fair. We'll be back with Kendall in our studios in Eden Prairie in just a little bit, but our special guest today is special because he's family. Please welcome back to the show our good friend, you know him, you love him, Christopher Straub. Hi, buddy.
It's so good to be here.
It's so good to welcome to the cage.
The Minnesota State Fair.
We have
wind conditions.
Yeah, wind,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Welcome to the cage.
Thank you. Yeah, I love this. The yard.
The yard.
Yeah.
Well, first, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. This is your first time at the fair, right?
My first time having a booth with my name on it. Yeah.
And where is it?
Located in the second floor of the Grandstand. We are in the shadow.
Right there.
We're bathing in the shade.
Yeah.
Of the shadow of the Grandstand.
Can I ask you, and I know some of it is top secret, but give the Reader's Digest the process of getting into the fair. Is it stressful? What's it like?
Well, you know that whole, like, in New York, someone has to die to get the apartment?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same process.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But we won't list who had to die for your
Exactly.
spots.
I might
or
be able to
who you had
to
give up. Like, where's Ronnie? I mean...
He's working. He's at the fair. He's at my booth right now.
Free labor.
Yep, exactly.
That's right. Okay.
Exactly.
Now, we're going to talk a little bit about your products.
Yes.
But you're so nice. These are some of your favorite Minnesota makers.
My favorite makers that are featured at the Grandstand this year. And so I'm so excited because some of them are new this year. Right now you're looking at Reflections by Megan. This is almost portrait-style paintings of animals. Think about your kids' rooms. Think about home decor. Great prints, cards, stickers, something for there's something for everybody here. And then this year, she's premiering this peacock design. She's actually located out of Burnsville, and she is the peacock sound.
Yeah.
And she's located in the second floor of the Grandstand as well.
She is, Christopher. If I could just come over, she is
glorious.
Very talented.
I mean, there is such a beautiful skill, and every animal has a personality. Look at him. Look at that longhorn steer. There is something for everybody there.
Okay, I'm a fan of hers. I love that.
Right. Next up, let's talk about Create Laser Art. So this is the Laser Lady. She uses acrylic, she uses wood. You can get your Boss Babe acrylic earrings. Is that for you?
No, I'll buy that for Mary and Mim Daisy.
She is the Laser Lady. Everything in her booth ranges...
Christopher, I don't mean to interrupt you. We have a rant. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Security.
People just walking
Security.
in. Continue, Christopher.
Price range of 25 cents all the way up to $150. So for those kids wanting to spend their quarter, they can get Little Laser Farm Animals, Little Laser Minnesota, another Minnesota company located out of South Minneapolis, second level of the Grandstand.
That's awesome.
Right.
That is so incredible. I love the Minnesota makers, Christopher.
Well, and let's talk about kid makers.
Okay.
I'm featuring two kid makers today. This is... these are jewelry by Aubrey, and this is created at the Just for Littles booth, second floor of the Grandstand, right across from the Straub store. 13.
Is that what it's called? Did you call
the
it the Straub store?
Yeah, there's a big banner. You can't miss it.
That.
So 13-year-old Aubrey makes jewelry by hand, located out of Hugo, Minnesota, and her mom owns the Just for Littles, so it's kind of like me, featuring your own kid at your booth. So something for the littles to pick up. Great price points too, handmade by.
So this isn't just for kids. This is made by a child.
Made by a kiddo, and kiddo customers or adult customers, whoever wants to support them.
That's fantastic.
And it's called Positive and Rad Jewelry. So
that
she
is
came
rad.
up with their name. Yep. And then let's talk about another maker, my own kids. So
what?
We have Duck, Duck, Gray Duck. My son Adrian designed his own pins, and my son Michael designed the monster pin, and they are there currently at my booth signing the backs of those cards for their fans.
Work it, Christopher. Work it, own it. I love it.
Well,
I love
and then why not talk about work it, own it? It's Christopher Straub time at the Straub store.
I have never heard of Christopher Straub before.
Handmade teddy bears. I've got my kids' books and stuffed animals, luxury leather goods, but also some state fair goodies. Jason, on your Pronto Pup, do you love ketchup? Do you love mustard
or
only?
Both.
Or both?
Both.
So you can vote. There's your Minnesota Pronto Pup on a stick exclusively at the Christopher Straub store.
Christopher Straub, I mean, we've been friends for a very long time. You know, we watched Honey Boo Boo together.
Yeah, we go way back.
When did you get into the luxury leather?
Okay, I have been making women's bags for forever, and now the guys have a chance too. So I have all my duffel bags, crossbodies, and leather backpacks available today. The lowest price is here at the fair.
This is the lowest price?
Yes.
Okay.
The lowest price that you could get anywhere else.
Yeah, at the Straub store.
At the Straub
I love
store.
that so much. How long did it take you to come up with that name?
Oh, no, it was easy. It was easy. The moving in took a lot of time, but the name stuck.
And where, second floor?
Second floor. All of these vendors are second floor of the Grandstand. They really are highlighting boutiques and handmade goods.
They're all your neighbors.
All my neighbors.
Okay, Christopher is sticking around the cage because when we come back, we're going to play a little game. Are you nervous?
No. Yes.
Just act like it for TV.
Okay.
That and more when we come back. Back in a moment. Years ago, Christina Aguilera hit #1 with Genie in a Bottle. 1 year later in 2000, I remember this, it was my first year at Channel 9, Christina performed at the Grandstand. I remember, I know who opened for her, Soul Decision. Look them up, they have a great song. I can't think of it right now, but it was on my iPod. Anyway, welcome back to day 5 of the Minnesota State Fair.
Yeah,
Look
sure.
who's still here. Christopher's still here.
I'm still here. You can't get rid of me.
No, I don't want to get rid of you. Okay, we're going to play a little game that we play every year.
All right.
Okay, so roll it, Leo. It's game time. It is time to play Grandstand Guess, okay?
All right.
Now, we just talked about Christina.
Okay,
So
Christina.
I'm going to give you an artist.
I'm listening.
And you tell me here inside the box, the cage, did they perform at the Minnesota State Fair?
Got it.
You ready?
Okay, I'm ready. And I don't want to.
I don't want you to cheat. No, I want you to really play. Okay.
Okay.
Christopher.
Yes.
Taylor Swift. Yes or no?
I feel like
Bless
on her
you.
rise up, yes, she played the Minnesota State Fair.
You are right.
Okay.
You are right.
All right.
2007. 2007.
It's a good year.
Okay.
All right.
If you get this one wrong, we're going to eject you from the cage. Here we go.
Is it Britney Spears?
It's Britney Spears.
She's never performed here.
She's never performed
Yes.
here. You are right.
Yes.
Go ahead and give her that one. Leo. Give him that one, Leo. Okay. We go from one icon to another.
All right.
I'm not talking. There's a random woman behind. What's your name, ma'am?
Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. How are you?
I'm good. I miss seeing you, Jason.
I miss seeing you. Hold on a minute, Dawn. Let me just come here, Chip. Dawn, can you see me here? Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn.
Hi.
How
Dawn,
are
you want to say hi to Ted back in the booth?
Oh, you guys left Ted at home. These are my nieces.
Hi, nieces.
I'm sure I can find somebody that's single for you.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah.
Let's hope. Yes. Bye.
This is off the rails.
Oh, and I just got hit with a cheese curd, so that was not pleasant. Okay,
Oh,
here
is
we
this
go.
Here.
Let's
get
switch.
back to
Okay,
original
here we
position.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, people are throwing random pieces of food at me.
Yeah.
Security.
Cheese-based dairy goods.
Olivia. Oh, Cher. I'm sorry, we got to Cher.
I'm going to say Cher, no.
Cher, yes.
Oh, Cher,
1971.
I don't remember that. I was not there.
I was not there
right,
either. Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, I feel like that was iconic enough she was here.
She was.
Yes.
1975. Okay. Celine Dion.
Never.
No.
Oh, she was?
No, you're right. No,
I'm
she
correct.
Never,
No, I was
you're
like, she
correct.
would never.
No. Wow. I mean, Okay, Liza Minnelli.
No. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
What, are you getting messages? Who's?
I'm getting messages from security.
Okay, yeah, right.
Liza Minnelli was a yes.
Oh, she was here.
Yes.
Oh my God, can you imagine that show?
Yeah.
The glitter and the this. Yeah.
That's a really good Liza
The
imitation.
steps in
I know.
and the...
New Kids on the Block.
No.
Yes.
Oh, we got a yes over here.
1989.
I should ask for...
Backstreet Boys.
No.
Yes.
Okay, why am I even here?
2008.
I was so
You're
good
not
at
really...
Well, it's all... I got the girl ones right.
Yeah.
Right?
Destiny's Child.
Oh, I'm going to say her management pushed them to do it, so yes.
No.
Oh!
No. Miley Cyrus.
Okay, I'm way off now. I'm going to say yes, because I want to see her.
No.
You're
doing very well, Christopher. This is a great game for you. It's going about as well as my head after being hit by a cheese curd.
All right.
Okay.
Projectiles.
Kelly Clarkson.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to give you that. It's yes and no because she canceled at the last minute in 2009 because of vocal issues.
That's what I meant.
Yes, totally.
I remember a vocal issue.
Clay Aiken.
Oh, no.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Christopher?
Yeah, right.
Maybe next time we'll have Miss Shanna do this.
Yeah,
game,
right.
or another regular.
I'm not giving it a lot of thought.
Okay, how about Bob Dylan?
Yes.
You got one right.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
5 out of 15.
Barely 5. Okay, tell the folks one more time. Where are you located?
Grandstand, second floor. All the makers are there. Look for the Straub store and visit and support all of the makers here at the fair.
Yep. They need it, especially with attendance being down. So visit Christopher Mart. No, Straub store. Christopher Mart.
It's next to Christopher Mart.
Can that be the second store?
Yeah, that's our outlet.
Christopher Mart's the outlet. Anyway, give it up for Christopher Straub. We'll be back with more right after this. Back in a moment from the Minnesota State Fair. Welcome back to day 5 of the Minnesota State Fair. We'll be back in the studio with Kendall in just a little bit. Well, a lot of you know that the show never really stops when the cameras roll. We do a Jason show before the show live on our Facebook page every single day, well, weekday around 9:05. What it is it's your chance to sit in on our show meeting, and then the rest of it kind of just devolves into us making fun of each other. So we've started recording these for your viewing pleasure. So here is the best of the Jason show before the show from last week. Take a look. So we have a new nickname for Kendall, and that is Bury the Lead. So last week we found out that Kendall's husband, Jordan, was up in the Boundary Waters, possibly trapped. So for 3 days we would get updates, but we'd get the updates 7 minutes into a meeting. We'd be like, oh, we're gonna go get some Taco Bell, and oh, Ted's going to get a haircut. And then Kendall would go, yeah, I still haven't heard from Jordan. I'm so glad that I do not have that gene. I do not.
My husband's like that. He's like a hoarder. So when he's gone, like how he's been gone for a few days, my house is so clean and organized. It's fantastic.
Have you had contact with him yet?
No.
Bury the lead. Oh my God, and you're so casual about it.
But I wasn't supposed to. Like, I didn't think I was going to have contact with him.
Is he in the hospital?
Well, I don't know yet. There's a possibility that he could be.
Have you
It's an emergency
asked
situation. He was airlifted out.
I asked
He
him just
was?
to see if that would get Leo's attention.
No.
And he did raise his eyes. Do you know where he is?
Well, I have an idea. I know he tried to go to Bald Eagle Lake, which is like a 17-mile.
He captured a bald eagle?
No, it's called Bald Eagle Lake.
Kendall waited like 10 minutes before she was, oh yeah, I still can't find Jordan.
Re-evacuated.
Oh yeah, and that got Leo laughing. We're 10 minutes into the meeting before Kendall goes, or somebody asked, hey, have you heard from Jordan?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Well, I was happy my house is finally clean.
It's time for the Jason Show before the show. Brought to you by Green Giant Niblets, the best way to enjoy corn. That's right. Hello, package that'll probably air later.
Oh my God, that was a big one.
That was a big Viking.
And she's out. Get inside.
Oh,
Get
my
inside,
poor
lady.
dog.
What are you laughing at?
I
That was
also-
a legitimate scream, newsroom. Turn around, Chris. You were screaming too.
It was scary.
Scared the out of me. I'm straight now.
Oh.
Eat a little bit.
Oh my god, my poor puppy.
Oh my goodness.
She's so scared of thunderstorms.
Do we need a thunder shirt for Jason?
I think you need a thunder shirt for me.
Harvey's works very well.
Okay.
Would it fit him? She's very casual walking into the office when the storm is like literally.
Yeah, that's Michelle.
That's Michelle. She does our promos.
Oh, I don't know. That's Michelle?
Yes.
Oh,
She just
I
has
don't-
blonder hair now.
Oh, okay.
It was like more reddy.
I don't know half the people that work here. Look, I don't know 3/4 of them. I don't. We're on an own.
That's Ted.
Nice to meet you, Ted. Say hello to our friends. It's Ted. Hi, Ted.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Perfect. Kendall, how are you?
Does that hurt your wrist when you do that?
No.
Hi.
Hi. Leo, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Are you nervous? What's going on, Leo?
He's doing the test.
Leo, are you using some new Arthur Fonzarelli hair gel? What's going on?
No, it's the same stuff. I just look beautiful every day. She just asked who Fonzarelli is.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm looking at two cameras. Wait a minute. We're live here. We'll be live later here. These two, you don't know who Arthur Fonzarelli is?
No.
No. Is he like in the mafia?
Yeah.
Oh, the Fonz? That's his real name.
Yeah.
Oh.
And what show is the Fonz on?
Cheers.
Happy Days.
Cheers.
Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday, cheers. The Jason Show before the show. You can see it on Facebook. Okay, Kendall, back at the station. Take a shot, Chip. This is my new best friend. This is Brooks. Brooks knows how to do it. He's like eating ice cream and a Pronto Pup at the same time. Like, not going back. Oh, Brooks! Okay, we'll buy you a new one. We'll buy you a new one. But, yeah, someone said 5-second rule. Not at the fair. But Brooks is getting it done. Brooks didn't just eat like a little ice cream, eat his ice cream cone and then the Pronto Pup. He was going back and forth. I mean, that's the way to do it. Look at you, you're not even done. That MVP of the fair, Brooks, right there. That's how you do it. That's right. We're going to have more fun. We'll wrap up day 5 of the fair right after this. Back in a moment, everyone. And welcome back. Day 5 of the Minnesota State Fair. We're at our neighbors. We love them. It's the Gator people. Gator people. I'm sure they have names, but it's the Gator folks. They've been our friends at the fair. They've been our neighbors here at the fair for years. Anyway, I'm back with my new friends, just eating corn. Hi, guys. I got to tell you, before we take a break, the little kid Brooks, he dropped his Pronto Pup, and Kendall, you would have loved it. I whipped out like a $20 bill, and I gave it to him. I said, here, go get yourself another treat. And a guy behind him said, hey, I dropped my beer. What do you got for me? I love the people. We're going to take a break. We're going to wrap things up right after this. Back in a moment. And welcome back. Day 5 here at the Minnesota State Fair. A special split edition of our show, wrapping things up. Kendall, you came out here this weekend. Are we going to see anything of your adventures on the television?
Thank you for asking, Jason. Yes, I came out on Friday. It was a little funky day weather-wise, but Eric and I did get to shoot a package of all of the fun things that are all within like one little block of each other that I do every year at the fair. If people wanted ideas for a quick trip.
I just wanted to make sure you had a good time out here, Kendall, and everything went swimmingly for you.
Yep, it was great, Jason. Tomorrow on the show, Leslie Miller's joining you with some of her favorite new wines at the fair. Isn't that right?
That's right. Leslie will be out here at the State Fair, but seriously, everything went okay Saturday at the fair, Kendall?
Well, I was there on Friday, to be clear. And it
Oh,
was
okay,
fine.
Friday. Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Yep.
It was fine. Okay, I just want to make sure because I didn't see us. I just want to make sure you felt okay. But yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't feel very well. I didn't. Too many garlic fries. I did not feel very well.
God, I love you. I wish I could see your face right now
so red,
because
it's not
I
even
miss
funny.
poking.
I'm sweating. I think I'm sweating.
I miss poking the bear, and yeah, I love you so much, and I miss you, and yeah, it's gonna be great. But no, all kid. I do. I do. I love you so much. And we love Leslie Miller. Like we said, she'll be here tomorrow. We're going to have a great time for day 6 at the Minnesota State Fair. But for right now, that's going to do it for us outside the cage. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. And if you're here at the fair, support these vendors. 2 bad days of weather. Let's help them out. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for day 6 of the Minnesota State Fair. Bye.